Welcome back to episode 12 to the Just Hatin podcast. Before we get started, I want to say I appreciate y'all. 2K views on the video,
Absolutely.
last video.
Crazy.
Crazy
stuff.
work.
Crazy work.
We getting shit done. But
Yes, sir.
I'm Michael.
I'm Nick.
I'm Bryce.
So,
Let's get rolling.
let's get rolling. Let's get into it. So, this is going to come out in June, but we're making this in May.
We are.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, we felt that we needed maybe an episode that goes a little bit deeper into us and just life and things like that. We like to have, fun on the podcast. We joke around and everything like that. We're still going to have jokes in this episode
Absolutely.
as well, too. But we thought maybe we'd take the time to be, dive a little bit deeper into ourselves, our personal lives, just so you guys can kind of get to know us as well, too. We've been friends all for a long time. Really got close after high school. We're all kind of in similar stages of life, growing up
Mhm.
into adulthood. So we thought, we kind of talk about, that change from going from high school and, growing up and getting into an adulthood and kind of maturing, being in that in between of, being, a young adult to, an adult almost. It's just life's getting a little bit more serious. So we kind of just wanted to talk about that. So.
We got the old head right here.
Yeah, I'm the old head.
the old one.
I'm OG around here.
That's crazy.
But I thought we'd just kind of get started with all of us taking some time to just kind of talk about growing up, growing up into adulthood, just how your life has changed, from high school and what it's looking like now. So, I don't know if Bryce or Mike, if one of you guys want to kind of get us started on that topic of just adulthood and
Just
growing up.
throwing out some things that
Yo,
really stood out.
nice mustache, dude.
Thanks, man.
I
Appreciate
just
Did you shape it up?
The mustache, I try to.
I didn't mean to cut off.
No,
the footies,
that
but-
looks good. I
Nah,
thought
the
same
mustache
thing.
looks good.
The
I didn't
mustache does
realize
look
it though.
good.
I didn't even go
Appreciate it.
lie. We've been here for like 30 minutes, and I just
Appreciate it.
realized.
It does look very good.
Mustache
you got some
mustache.
blonde in there too?
I have blonde. I
Red.
have red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I definitely do. It's all over the place.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Yeah,
I
going
had
back
to.
to the topic at hand, adulthood. It's really something that I don't know. I'm a person that's always in my own head. I always think about life in general. I'm not really thinking in the moment. So this is kind of my topic, in a sense, because I've thought about it a lot, and it's something that everybody can relate to, as we touched upon, because everybody's. Our audience, kind of like our friends, our friend groups, people we know that were usually in our grade. They're around our age. They're going through the same things. They've seen friendships kind of deteriorate, just as you grow apart. It's kind of just a thing that happens in life, and it sucks. It sucks in general, because there's nothing you could really do about it. You respect it. You're like, oh, this person's going their own way. They've got their own jobs. They're living in somewhere else now. We don't keep in touch that much, and it kind of hurts. And that's kind of a selfish hurt to a degree. But there's nothing you can really do about it. And that's just a single thought that I've had.
Okay.
Any thoughts about you guys?
So, just on friends and people
Yeah.
going on with their lives.
That's a big part that
For
I
sure.
see.
I would, to counter what you said, I'm kind of the same way. I think I'm in my own head sometimes a lot, and I kind of think about things very deeply. But unlike you, I also try to tell you this all the time, to live in the moment,
Yeah.
because you never know when you're going to have these chances again to have fun, all the fucking do this, do that.
Definitely.
But, again, the world keeps turning.
Keeps turning.
Everybody's got to live their own life.
It doesn't slow down for anybody, and that's
People stay with you, people leave.
Yeah.
that's really the thing that hits you, because when you're in that times when we're all growing up together, oh, we're friends with people that are years older than us, years younger than us. We all go through it at the same time, and then when you hit that break off point, everything just goes
Things change.
crazy.
Yeah.
People just go left, right, center, and you don't really know where people are gonna go. It's kind of tough to kind of cope with that change.
Yes and no, I would say, because I think the people that stick around are the one that they're good people.
Sure.
That's
For
true.
sure. For sure.
That's true. That's when you really find out
For sure.
Again,
who's
you
who.
always see this stuff. It's if I don't reach out, I wouldn't hear from them. But
Yeah.
your people, you wouldn't have to worry about that.
No doubt.
Because if I don't reach out, they're gonna reach out. If they don't reach out, I'm gonna reach out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I don't think it has a negative way. I think it has a good way.
Yeah.
We're getting too old to be doing bullshit with the people that
Sure.
aren't meant to be in our lives, or
True.
that doesn't mean we have any animosity towards them.
Yeah. Because it's weird to navigate. Because I'd imagine you guys have the same feeling, like people who you had like really deep relationships with, who you were close with, that you don't really keep in contact anymore. You're like, oh yeah, it's like, it's still love, like whenever I see them,
Of course.
but like, I just don't see them or talk
It's
to
just
them.
it's not the same. I mean, and like lots of times, it's not always like, yeah. Of course, there's friends you grow apart. You know, maybe something's happened, but like, there's times where like the person that you were cool with, like you guys just aren't similar, going down different
Exactly.
paths. Like, and there's no ill will, like no ill will at all. Like, I know, like I've had friends that I know about that I was really close with that like we don't talk as much. If I see you, it's all love. Of course,
Yeah.
happy to see you, but like we're just going down different paths. Maybe you live somewhere else, or you're doing this and I'm doing something else, and like that's just a reality of life that like it does suck because it's like, damn, we were so close, but
Exactly.
you can't force it because it's never gonna be what it was. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
Like,
it's- yeah.
just different.
Because like even when it's something like that, like, oh yeah, it's all love, like we don't talk, but when I see you, like, we're cool again.
Yes.
But
always.
then when you see somebody and you like can't really relate with them like you used to,
yeah,
because they've gone so far like
yeah,
in a different direction, that's when it really like, it's like, damn,
makes you
like we've grown so far apart.
Facts. That's a good point.
Like, how did this
No,
happen?
it's definitely a great point. I try not to really think about that though.
I don't think about it until it happens.
Until like you're in the moment. Like
Yeah.
I have friends that like I talk to. I'm like, wow, like we're really not.
Exactly.
We're not.
It's
what
like you
we-
changed so
what
much.
We were, like
No,
at
for
all, you
sure.
know, like
No, for sure.
I could definitely.
It hurts.
I could definitely get sad. I mean,
It's a realization of life though.
Exactly.
Like I said,
It's a weird hurt.
Sure.
the world keeps spinning.
no, definitely.
It's a weird hurt.
It's just how things change. But also like too. I mean, growing older, like you think about it too. We've talked about this kind of previously. But, like being in high school where you're forced to be you're with these people every single
Exactly.
day.
Doing the same
You know
things.
what I'm saying? For a lot of times, so you are close, and like, you know, that does that maybe force you to become closer with people?
It
Yeah,
definitely
for
does.
sure. And, like,
Sometimes.
'Cause
I
you-
think-
You're doing the same things. You have a lot, even if you're not similar people, you have a lot to relate to,
Facts.
even if you're not similar.
You're going
because
through
you're
the
going
same
through the
day
same
to
thing.
day type of thing.
And then when that
Facts.
stops, it's all
Yeah.
left or right.
For sure, but again, it's really some of that's up to you though. Like, you can't blame anybody, but I think at some you put yourself around the people you want to be with. Like, again, there's a reason why in high school they show in all the movies. There's like the nerds, the kids that play sports. But again, like everybody has their own crowd,
Yeah,
and you kind of stick with there. I mean,
but it's also not the same. I feel like, in a way, you don't really choose your friends completely. Like, they kind of just
you choose to be around people though.
you do.
But as far as choosing your friends, I would agree. You don't
No,
really
for sure.
choose them,
You
you know?
don't really.
It's whoever whoever you relate to.
But again, there's
or, you know,
people
you don't
that would be
really-
like, oh, they don't fit into this group. I'm not gonna be friends with them.
Oh no, definitely. For
There's
sure.
definitely people
Yeah.
that do that. Like,
No doubt.
I'm not gonna really shout them out. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like Khan, how the fuck would I ever really be around Khan in
No.
any scenario?
How did you start being around Colin?
I
Because
think
he
we
went to
just-
Bailey.
Nah, I think we just started smoking weed.
Jesus Christ.
But again,
That's
like
what y'all that's what y'all related to.
I mean, they did.
we ain't gonna put that video on blast, but we ain't
Oh,
gonna.
I think
God,
I've seen
no,
that
we're
one.
not-
I
That's a
think you
crazy
showed me
video,
that
but,
one.
No,
but
we're
you
not.
get what I'm saying. Like, and
Yeah.
again, like I still talk to him to this
Yeah.
day. Like,
Yeah. There's certain bonds that you make in high school, like even like no matter what, like you
Yeah,
know you're
yeah.
always gonna reach out, talk to that person, whether it's something you relate to. But those are the people you bond on like a deeper type of level. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
but again, there's also even in high school, it's like, oh, do you know so and so? It's like, bro, I've never even heard of that person.
no,
Yeah.
for sure. We also went to a very big.
No,
Very big
exactly.
high
No,
school,
100%, 100%. But I was just putting it into that perspective, though. You can,
Yeah.
like you say, you don't pick and choose your friends, but you kind of have to leave a window to allow friendship to happen.
No doubt. No, I agree. I agree completely. I mean,
Definitely.
Like, there's certain people that wouldn't be friends with certain people
yeah.
just based off of like who they are. Like I said, like nerds. Like, I'm not saying like that, but
Yeah.
But also too, like when you get out of high school into the
none
real
of that
world,
matters.
like
None of that matters.
none of that exactly. I was just about to say
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
None of that matters. Like I'm sure I have friends like coworkers or just people that you just meet that you just click with
Yeah.
that like there is no like, I don't want to say social status. There is no status that is
No, 'cause
on
it
that
doesn't
person.
matter. We're all
You know what I'm
human.
saying?
Yeah,
It's
we're all
just
human
what
at
you're
the end of
going
the day.
through.
I agree. There's something that you have in common. It doesn't matter if you were a nerd. It doesn't matter if you were a jock. 'Cause all that goes away. Like, we're in the real world now.
Like, why are we really friends? At the very base level, probably because we all play basketball. At the very base level,
I
it
disagree.
definitely is.
I don't think it's
I
just
disagree.
that. I disagree with
It
that as well
definitely
too. I
I-
disagree with that.
At the very base level,
Yeah, no.
you think
not
if
basketball. What brought us together is not basketball.
all right, it's college. What set us up
Don't
to become
first
closer.
off, no, don't say college because again, and you've admitted this in the past. You were always my plus one to.
Yes, but I was only close with you
It wasn't just
because I was close with Gabe,
yeah, but Gabe was also like
your
yeah,
best
yeah.
friend.
But regardless of that, for me to always be like Kim Bryce come, Kim Bryce come, Kim Bryce come. It wasn't like Gabe was showing up to these parties with me. It was just you.
Yeah,
So it's like it wasn't just about basketball or the mutual friendship.
no,
It was,
because we got introduced. Nothing would have happened. Well, not with him. I don't think anything would have happened. We would not have been as close as we are if I did not play basketball. Can you agree with that? Absolutely.
I disagree,
I
dude.
absolutely agree with that. Because I only got introduced to you, I think, because of basketball.
Yeah,
and
but it's
Bailey.
not like we grew our friendship at basketball. We grew
But
our
we
friendship
just-
from hanging out.
He's saying
going to
that's how you
parties.
got. Well, that's how you guys met and everything. It kind of went from there.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
met in 6th grade at fucking TRBA. So like,
So basketball.
that was
we
the
weren't
first-
friends back then.
exactly. But that's my point, though. So it's
kind
like
of brought you guys together. I can see what you're
a
saying.
little bit. It brought us together, but that, I wouldn't say that's what clarified. We were willing to be around each other.
It's different with Nick because like my family's friends
Yeah,
with his
I've
family.
known Bryce and his
But like
family
we
for
definitely would not be like
close like this if it
Yeah.
wasn't for. No, I wouldn't even say
I'd say
basketball.
No.
college.
I would say
Okay.
more so college.
college,
honestly.
yeah.
Because like, not even track. Maybe track because I got to
Track.
See I saw a different side of you.
Yeah, but if you didn't go to Rowan, I don't think none of this would
No.
happen.
I disagree.
I
None of this would happen. But I was still close with Bryce just
Yeah.
from track.
Yeah.
no for sure. But
You know?
again,
Being
if
as
you-
close as what we
if
are.
you didn't go to Rowan, you wouldn't have that same connection
For
with
sure.
me or Bryce.
for sure.
Definitely.
Even
I
if,
agree.
if I didn't go to Rowan, I think
Yeah.
Bryce would. No, I think me and you would still.
Yeah.
We'd.
Because we were still cool when you were not at Rowan.
That's
the
what I'm
first 2 years.
saying. We fucking.
Because like you
figured
went
it
to
out.
you came out to Rowan.
Yeah, I was always over at your house on the weekends and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, life keeps spinning.
I know. It continuously just keeps going.
Yeah.
Life just keeps going.
It's
But,
weird
I
how it
mean,
works.
We are in this point of like.
If you want to think about it, I'm not gonna stop. Like again, he thinks about it. Like,
But like
I don't really think about.
I think you know what.
I think about the roots.
I think
didn't get a-
people are meant to be in somebody's lives for a reason until they're not.
But it always has to happen a certain way. Like there was a reason.
Yeah,
For
but I
sure.
don't think of that reason. Like, again, you meet people in the craziest ways, and that might be.
You think of things very like logically.
Yeah.
You're very like
I know why things
logical
happen.
type.
yeah,
of-
but I believe by. See, I'm like.
you're
the-
more
I'm
I
so
know
like
why
chance,
things happen.
chance type of
But
thing.
yeah.
I see that. I see the
I
difference.
think things happen for
But like I
certain
think
reasons.
too, like I could pull like from both of you guys, and like I like to think about things like logically in like in like a general type of way, which can get you out of the moment and not live in the moment.
Yes,
but like
that's
I'm
the
very
problem.
much a person that like I like to be. I'm in the moment. Like right now, I'm in the moment.
Yes.
Like I know I'm in the moment. Like I'm not thinking about nothing else. Like I'm very present right now. And I think that's a real important thing to have, especially as like you grow older, because I feel like life just
I'd
like
be telling
that
them this
shit goes
all
like
the time.
if
dude.
you really, and you said it before and you harped on it in college, you felt like you weren't in the moment. If you're
Yeah.
not in the moment and really appreciating
Because-
what you got going on, it goes like that.
Yeah,
quick as
logic
fuck.
has to do with like your analytical brain, and your analytical brain like works in the background, kind of. And that's always what I'm like.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not.
using.
Yeah, and it's not always right though.
That's
It's not.
true.
Definitely it's not.
It's true. It's definitely good to kind of stay in the moment, but
Mhm.
I mean, I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
hurt. It doesn't hurt because I do be logical sometimes and I break things down.
Pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
It's definitely nice to have a balance of both of them.
Yeah.
Definitely for sure.
You can definitely get caught up in one or the other.
No
Yeah,
doubt. No doubt.
absolutely.
It can definitely make you spiral as well too if you get caught up in it. But
Back to the
I mean,
topic at hand.
no, we're on topic, just talking about growing older and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
mean,
We're kinda
also
moving.
too, as we've gone from, we went through the high school phase, we went to the college phase where we got really close. I mean, we're out of college now, like what?
But like even then, right? So I mean, like half of our high school, I'd imagine, didn't even go to college. Like we had such a different transition from high school to the next level. Because like people who fresh out of high school had to start grinding, move out soon.
Not always. Some
Again,
people just
you're breaking it down to how everybody lives their life differently, which
We-
I don't not.
I think college was kind of like that preview. Cause like we lived alone, you lived on your own. You didn't live with your parents. You
Mhm.
cooked for yourself. You had to
Yeah,
you had to do all this stuff for yourself.
Still got a phone call every day though.
I did too.
Yeah, that's fair.
No matter what it was, that's true. Always.
I did not. I was not homesick
I
at all.
wish,
I
but-
did.
I
did.
loved
I'm always
living on my own.
Mom, dad, brother, grandma, all of them.
Good for you.
Just what it
Keep in
was.
touch. That's good.
But I also got to consider I was the oldest. I was the first one to like really go.
True.
And, like, you're
I'm
the only child, so there you go.
Yeah.
You're the
Even
baby.
though I do have a stepbrother,
but you're the baby,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm the only
everyone-
one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Facts. It's just a little you, the middle child. No offense, you're not irrelevant. But you're like the forgotten child almost. Like,
But
I
we
don't
be
know.
keep, we be looking after you, dude.
Nah, for sure, definitely do. I
Fuck
don't know.
both of you.
But again, you're talking about, so you ready? We said it's gonna be a deep episode,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we're talking about adulthood,
Let's get deep.
living on our own.
Yeah.
We're all adults now,
Let's get deep.
young men.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Young handsome men.
We've been through it.
All right,
Absolutely.
yes.
Handsome as fuck.
Handsome
My goodness.
as fuck.
Look at this trio.
I'm
My
handsome
goodness.
as hell.
All right, all right.
Would you say I'm like a
Let's-
panda? I'm cute.
let's
The
bring-
Italian trio.
Let's bring you back down a little bit.
My fault. My
Let's
fault.
bring you.
My
you-
ego. My
you're
ego.
getting- you're getting- you're
Ego's
putting
like
your
I'm
ceiling
shooting
right
up.
there.
My
Good.
fault. My bad. My
That's
bad.
how it
bad.
should be.
What would you guys say the most difficult thing you had to go through so far? Maybe that brought you to adulthood, or made you like, all right, this is reality.
I gotta go first
Go
because
ahead.
mine's definitely the least bad.
Bad
Go
is
for it.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
think. I mean,
I'm
the
not-
least.
I-
The least deep.
Okay.
I'd say, because I already dwelled upon it. Like it was that, which is why I mention it. The transition from high school to college. From high school to college, I got good grades. Obviously, people thought I was smart. I knew I was not smart. My mom was like, "Oh yeah, go into electrical engineering in college." Insanity. I get into college, straight reality check off rip.
Yeah.
Like it's that feeling when, cause like I know my parents are spending, I mean, they really weren't. Come to find out, cause I'm paying off all my college loans. Come to find out,
You
I
thought-
thought they were paying
I
off
thought
stuff.
he was paid
I-
off.
I
You started
I
getting
thought they
letters
were
in the
gonna pay
mail.
stuff
You better
off.
start paying.
Nah,
your debt.
my mom was like, "Oh, I forget when she like broke the news to me, but it was like, oh my
yeah, you're
god,
fucked.
Yeah,
fucked.
You're
yeah.
fucked for
You're
like the
paying
next
that shit
30
for
years.
But like
40
not
years.
even that, not even that. But it was a reality check because like, shit was weird though, because like you don't know how engineering goes until you're in it, and you feel terrible the whole time, because like you go through every test, even fucking smart ass kids. Yeah, the fucking average on the test is a 67. It's like I'm gonna go through my entire first semester feeling like shit. Cause I'm fucking getting a 67, but like come to find out the average is a 67. Like shit is crazy.
Sorry.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm-
kill you.
I go through all my first semester, which is why I give credit to the boys that one episode, cause like I feel like I definitely wouldn't have survived without Dan, who was the goat, who was my roommate, and the reason why I went to Rowan pretty much. Without Dan and the boys, like in our dorm room, we were fucking wild. We were drinking every night because we had to. Fucking drown the pain, bro.
So you gotta do sometimes, you know.
I mean, I was just
It's like a reality check, but you
Coping.
gotta
just trying to survive,
every day.
and like going from getting good grades to getting bad grades and being like,
And, like, not
I'm a
knowing
fucking
shit.
failure.
Not
Like
knowing shit.
I'm a failure off rip,
Yeah.
and we're spending all this money on me just to fail. Like it felt so terrible, and like on top of that, my grandmother died during my freshman year. That was the last time I cried, which is crazy to say, because I was.
Wait, hold on. That's the last time you cried.
Yeah,
You
that's the
haven't
last time I
cried
cried. I have not
Wow.
cried since.
Okay.
I need to. I need to get it out.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them good cries are good.
You
Bro.
need 'em sometimes.
At her funeral, oh my god, I could not stop.
Yeah.
Could not stop.
Who was that? I remember texting Chase. I think I texted you. That was the one married to.
That's Butch. That's Butch. That's your
Yeah,
dad's.
that's my
mom.
dad's.
She was at church all the right.
All
That's
the
the one
time.
that I was like. I knew.
I think
when they was
she
always there.
taught like my
Yeah,
mom.
she
Yeah,
did.
she taught
Oh,
my
really?
mom.
She
Really?
did.
I swear to
Yeah.
Are you
God.
serious?
I
Yeah.
swear to God.
Nah, that's
Me-
crazy.
Yo,
That's
we
crazy.
were like
Yeah.
family friends without being
That's
Exactly.
family
crazy.
friends.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
nuts.
His mom and my uncle were very
Tight,
good.
yeah.
That's
Very good
crazy.
friends.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was like a bond before birth. This is crazy
Yeah.
that we ended up here. But yeah,
Who'd have thought?
on top of that, Oh my God, there's a moment where I got sick with like bronchitis and the flu at the same time. I couldn't go to class. You miss an engineering class, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Good
you're
fucking
fucked.
luck.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Good luck.
Mm.
I'm not even smart in the first place, so I'm catching up.
Now you're missing notes. You're
Oh
missing
my
fucking,
God, it felt so bad. And then when I got to that last final, and like I came out, and I was like, bro, I think I might have gotten one question right. Swear to God. And the average of the final, 58.
Oh my God.
Like they just make you feel terrible the whole time,
Yeah.
and it's just like adjusting to that, which is why I say I feel like anybody could do engineering realistically, because nobody can really do engineering. But it just makes you feel terrible the whole time. And I've never felt worse in my life. It was such a reality check, and I think freshman year of college gave me my first like taste of anxiety.
I wouldn't
Literally
say,
my first taste of anxiety.
I wouldn't say about the anxiety part, but I think a lot of people need to like feel that.
100%.
Definitely.
Like go through some shit and be
Yeah.
like, all right,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get through this?
Cause like yeah, I mean I went through fucking
You gotta be humble.
up until high school I went through everything without like. I guess I was pampered. Yeah, like I didn't really go through any struggles.
No, but everybody has that
Yeah.
moment where it's like, all right,
You got humbled.
I got humbled.
You got humbled.
Absolutely.
And you need that
kicked,
though.
I
kicked-
needed
kicked
it.
in the fucking
Facts.
nuts.
And it
Facts,
did
facts.
not feel good at all.
Oh,
No,
it never
but you
does.
did not
Not
feel
feel
good
good
back
at
from it.
all. But what else?
What'd you end up scoring?
Yeah, what'd you get on that test?
Did you get?
I don't know. I ended with like a C,
Oh, okay.
which
not
is
terrible.
fine.
Got more than one, right?
Which is fine.
That's probably
Wait,
good
how is
for
that
that
possible?
class.
Wait, time out. How is that possible?
Yeah, if you bomb the final.
No.
No,
How-
'cause
oh, you said
an
the
average of
was
a 58.
All right, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
never mind.
yeah, I mean, they-
No,
they-
I thought
what's
you
it
meant
called?
like the best score is 58.
No,
I,
no, no,
yeah,
no,
average,
no,
I
average.
thought,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
Average of
I got
58.
you.
If I get a 58, then you give me a C on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's curves and
Exactly.
shit. Yeah.
You're gonna curve it.
Yeah.
But oh my God, every fucking test was terrible. It was frightening. And then,
you were fighting for your life out there.
bruh, I really wasn't, because I was like, you know what? At this point, like, I'm having fun.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I was
you
having
said
fun
you were
outside
getting
of class.
anxiety from it, so
Yeah.
it's like,
And then I drank it away.
Damn, that's.
and then you got to
It's
wake
sad.
up the next day.
That's a bad way to cope.
It's a bad way to cope.
With any problems, by the way.
That's why people drink a lot in college.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I
for
mean,
sure.
fix college.
You go to class and you go through all of it just to go and get hammered on
'Cause you
Thursday
need
and
it.
Friday.
'Cause you
need
fucking
it. Yeah,
need
that's
it.
true. Then rebound to do it all over again. That is a
Exactly.
fact.
That works.
That is a fact. But
I was grinding.
Okay.
I was grinding for a little bit. And then I was not.
that was your
yours.
moment.
Should I?
That was my worst, the lowest moment of mine.
That was the hardest. One of the hardest times since like adulthood. Like
Yeah.
not being really a kid anymore.
I'd say yeah, definitely
I
was.
mean, it's a lot deeper than I thought it was gonna be.
No, I did honestly, bro. I agree. I thought it was gonna be something very. That's a good
I
one.
drank. Oh no, and another thing, which is gonna make me seem crazier than definitely crazier, was
You sure you want to say this?
yeah, I do.
Let him
Alright.
go. Let him go. You good?
But oh man, it was a weird time. Cause I was figuring out myself. I didn't know. I mean, I'm fucking 18. I don't know feelings that well. I didn't fucking develop like a fucking person normally should. I feel like emotions wise. I haven't been in a relationship to kind of test
You're just ignorant. You're just a little
test out.
A little ignorant.
I mean, yeah. There was genuinely a thought in my mind that like it was so weird. It's like I said, like I didn't. That was the first time. That was the last time I cried. I didn't cry a lot before that. I mean, I was a bitch, but like, I was. But I didn't cry a lot. I genuinely thought, which was a scary thought. I was like, if my parents died, like, I don't even think
We've had this
I
conversation.
could cry. It was such a weird
that's not a weird
thought.
That's not. A
And
weird
then
thought.
when my grandmother died, it was like, oh yeah, like I definitely like have a heart and have feelings. Like it was weird.
That's not a weird thought though.
Oh,
It's-
we've
it
talked
was
about
that-
that
Emotions
before.
can be
It felt
hard
weird.
to.
It
no,
felt
it's
so
a
weird.
scary.
Yeah, it felt like I was a robot.
It's a scary thought to have.
I didn't know who I
Yes.
was.
No, I mean, but like, it's also hard to understand your feelings unless you're really in it, if that makes sense. Like, unless you're really going through it and feeling that, it's hard to be like, would I even feel? Like, how would I feel about that? Because you've never experienced it though, so you can't really understand it until
Yeah.
you go through it. I guess like that's not a crazy thing, by the way. It's not a crazy.
It
Nah, but
felt-
it's just
I
a
don't
scary.
think.
Nah, it's a scary thought.
like
Yeah.
I don't have the capacity to feel. It felt like that. And then when I got to my grandmother's funeral, it was like,
Nah, I can
wow.
feel.
Like I literally could not control
Yeah.
anything in my body. Just weeping.
Amen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a deep thing. Man.
What's her name? Gloria?
Mm.
No. I was trying to think of her name. I was gonna say amen.
We just called her Miss Pruitt at church. But,
Something like that.
you know, I don't know. That was a good one. You want to try?
Thanks, man.
You want to go next?
I'll
or
go.
what?
I'll go next.
I
I'll
went
go
for a
next.
while.
We'll go down the
Oh.
fucking line right now.
Hardest time of my adulthood.
This
I
couch is
think
sinking
you know what's crazy. Like, I think mine was in college as well too. Like, it's crazy. Like, college really like changes you, not in a bad way, but I think in a good way.
No,
I think
you really grow up.
you really grow up.
You get
like,
on-
fast.
you're-
And by
you're-
I'm by yourself. Like, you gotta
exactly.
really.
You're
figure
thrown
that shit
out on your own. You
Yeah.
figure out who you really are.
Yes, and I think also too, like, it's so pivotal to like really have that experience, like being out there and really experience different things. But
Yeah, the preview of being
Yes.
an independent adult.
yes, 100%. But I think coming out of high school, like, I'm gonna be honest, I thought I was a shit. I'm like, this is life. This shit easy,
That's
bro.
what I'm
like,
saying.
That's
I'm
what
about to get
that's
all
what I thought.
facts.
That's
I'm
what
about
I
to get through
thought.
this shit. Like,
That's what
I'm
I'm
being
saying.
fucking doing all this. What? This is light. But so
Reality check.
Facts.
That's
So
what I'm
like
saying.
I think so. What happened was I went away to school. Like, I was away. I was
Yeah.
in Delaware. Not crazy far. It was like 3 hours. Nothing crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, it didn't feel crazy though. So first year, cool. I thought I was the shit. Got through the first year, like freshman year of college, like I was the shit, bro. And like I look back at videos, I'm like, I was cringy as fuck. Anyway, because like my ego was just
That's
up
how it
there.
goes.
So going into sophomore year, it's crazy. Like, I went through something like with my dad, and it's the first time like I've seen my dad like down bad, and not like down bad, like he was going through like some medical things, whatever. And like it fucked me up. Like, it fucked me up bad, bro. Like, and that's the first time that I experienced any type of anxiety or like panic. I had like a full-on panic attack, and it was crazy. So like that happened while I was home for Christmas break. So I went away back to school, and like, bro,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
You
I was
just take
in
it with
school-
you.
bro. Took it with me. I was in school, like I was in class, bro, shaking, like not even like there was no thoughts in my head. I was just like, it was like this sense of like, it's called fight or flight the whole time, bro. Like, I'm just like fucking, I could not concentrate. I like couldn't sit still. I couldn't sit in class 'cause I was having fucking like panic attacks, like anxiety out the fucking ass, to the point where like, bro, like I was just not in the right mental state. Like, I was going through some real shit. So like it was so bad, like I couldn't finish the year. Like, I could not finish the school year. My parents had to come and get me. I had to go back home, and like, bro, it was so bad.
Yeah.
And like bad to the point like I had to go to therapy. I know like we talked about therapy.
Yeah.
But like I needed to. It was so bad that I was going to therapy 5 days out of the week. Every single day I was in therapy. It was so bad to the point like I couldn't even leave my house because I was just so anxious and just so worried about anything and everything that I went through. And like, you know, going through therapy and everything and working on myself and really starting from like the ground up, bro. Like, I had to reconfigure like my thinking, how I think about life, like really reinvent myself. I would say.
Reprogram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reprogram.
You gotta
and, like,
re-go through it.
exactly. And really, I thought I knew myself. Fuck no. When I went through like going to therapy and like really like figuring myself out, like being in therapy, and like my therapist, like, he'd ask me like, what do you like to do? I'm like, I don't know, play basketball. He's like, well, do you have any hobbies? Like, oh, no, I don't do shit like that. Like, it made me realize that I need to take time for myself to like do certain things, like to, you know, to like almost my own type of therapy almost. So like going through that and then having to understand myself and also be kind to myself, because I was in such a bad like state of mind. I never had any type of thoughts of like suicide, anything like that. Nothing ever bad like that. But I was like, it's crazy. I worried about like, what if I get to that point? What if I'm like so down bad that like I want to like off myself or do some crazy stuff? Like,
I've totally done
you know,
that.
like that's the type of thinking. I was just worried about everything. So that was the hardest thing I had to go through. But like the good thing that came out of that was like, now I'm in this place, bro, where like I understand it. Like, I still have anxiety. I still have things that like worry me, and I worry and shit like that. Like I haven't had a panic attack. I don't know how long, but like I know how to like control it. I know how to like realize it, understand it. I know how to bring myself down from those.
Damn.
Like talk myself through it, and like I think also too like going through something like that allows me to also understand people and like their thought process and how, you know, them going through shit. And like, look, when you really, it's crazy when you really go through shit, not that you're comparing it to other people, but like when you really go through something, like I feel like it allows you to understand other people and relate to other people on like a deeper type of level. And like, you know, it's just, I don't know. So like that was, yeah, definitely the hardest thing is going through college and just dealing with some mental things I had to deal with, and like coming out of it, it's definitely made me into the person that I am now, and like I'm grateful for it. Fucking sucked going through it, because when you're really in it, you're like, I'm never leaving. This is gonna be me forever. I'm never getting out of this state.
Yeah.
I'm never getting out
It's
of this state.
definitely a hard place to get out
It's
of.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy. So
Especially when you're in college, because you can go through something and nothing is gonna slow down for you.
No.
It's just gonna keep
I mean,
adding
again,
up.
I still got assignments I gotta
Exactly.
do. I still
like
got
like
things I
we've been
gotta
preaching.
do.
The fucking
keeps
world's
going.
gonna keep turning.
Yeah, you just gotta
The
keep.
earth's gonna keep fucking spinning.
You
It's
just gotta
terrible.
keep rolling with the punches, and like you just gotta. Honestly, the biggest thing is like just trusting that like it will get better. People say it all the time. It'll get better. It'll get better. Like it's cliche. No, things will get better. But you also gotta. Things won't get better on their own. You also have to put in the work to make things get better. Like if
Absolutely.
you don't help yourself, someone can help you. But if you don't help yourself, nothing.
Yeah.
It won't work.
Even if somebody tries to help you. like,
exactly. If you don't want to
If you don't
help
wanna be
yourself,
helped,
then it's not. It
it's
don't
not
mean
gonna work.
nothing. So, I think that was probably one of the tougher times
that's a good one.
of my adulthood.
I'm not saying we
my
never
adult
heard
life.
that. We
Yeah.
never heard that out
Never
of
heard
you.
that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
first.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's the first.
You never know until you go through some shit.
Exactly.
And like the thing is, like, would you ever known that I've gone through anything like that unless
No.
I really talked about it?
Never.
No, and I
the
think
thing.
that's part of the problem with just society.
Agreed.
You don't really know.
Agreed. I agree.
It's tough
So yeah.
because it's in society, but it's also built in us
For sure.
as men
Not for sure.
that we just
That's why I try not.
we don't want to show weakness.
That's why I try not to judge. I don't
Yeah.
judge. I don't want to judge anyone because I don't know what anyone's ever been through. So it's not right for me to judge someone based off whatever they do, anything like that. I feel like it's not fair.
It's fair.
People go through real shit and you just don't
Yeah.
know.
People are quick to judge too. Yeah,
No doubt. No doubt. What you got?
that's a great
Now
one.
it's my turn.
We're getting real. I feel
That's a
like you
good
just
one.
went from like deep
Yeah.
to deeper.
That's been
And we might
crazy.
get real. Yeah,
They go
go
crazy.
Ahead,
Let me. All
Get
right.
yourself
So.
right.
Why are we hyping him up?
Nah, it's not even
No,
hyping him
no,
up.
hype him
Nah,
up.
because I actually, I was trying to go into this like not thinking about what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the stuff that Bryce said, which was, you don't think you would ever get to that point, like losing a parent or whatnot, until like you was your grandmother, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes us that's literally what makes human beings unique, is we have the compassion to feel, like no other animal, no other species.
It's a fucking bar.
That was a
No,
bar.
I'm being so
That
serious.
was a
though. I
bar.
just thought of this.
No, no.
I just
That
thought
was
of
a
this.
bar.
That was off the
But no,
dome.
that
That was
makes us
bars.
the most
Facts.
unique thing on this earth, is
Yes.
that we could feel compassion for other people and do this or that. And I'm not gonna lie, I had the same
100%.
thoughts that Bryce thought. I didn't think I would care until it happens.
Yeah.
And I'd say probably the darkest times. My mother passed away like a month before I had to go back to Rowan. We shared the house together.
Exactly.
Definitely helped a lot being around my closest friends every day.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to overbear that is definitely hard. That's
Try-
all I really have.
yeah.
I still have my grandmother, but
Trying to get through it like
Yeah.
it kinda.
it's hard to think that the one person on the earth that would do anything for you, no questions asked, just not there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it together. 'Cause
Yeah,
again,
don't start.
I'm
bro,
good.
'cause
I'm
I-
good.
don't-
I'm good. I don't
hey,
like crying either. but
I'm good too.
I'm good, but
That's some. That's some
nah,
deep,
nah,
that's deep,
it
though.
nah, it really is deep. And again, I try to like break this down.
It's important, but like it's important to talk about though.
No, it definitely is. And give me a second.
Come on, bro.
Nah, give me a second. I ain't trying to cry. with you.
I'm
Woo!
crying already.
But nah, my boys have kept me together. Again, I've told Bryce that there was nights that you guys weren't there that I just like sat in the living room and cried.
Tried. That's how it works. That's all I wanted to do every time.
Dude, a good cry is fuck it.
You need it though.
You have to be
Oh,
alone
dude.
now. You gotta be alone.
And my biggest problem, even in high school, because Bryce saw it, is I put all I was ever shown was like anger just overtakes the sadness, or
Yeah.
like just anger. Like I'd fucking go outside, just punch some things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
get some.
Just to power through any
Dude,
other
just
emotion.
fucking-
Yeah.
But that's just like that's what I feel inside, just like anger. And it's nice to have people around you that like genuinely care about you.
You got
So
to.
yeah, I would say like the toughest times, that was it. I had to go through school, like you said. You got to show up to class. You got to do what you got to do. I drank a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, I still kind of drink a lot too, but
You've definitely slowed down
Yeah,
a lot, though. I'll tell you
absolutely.
that. You definitely
you
have
think
slowed
so?
down. You definitely slowed down.
Don't give me too much credit.
Yeah, you have though.
Absolutely.
But again, you got to cope the way you got to cope. Everybody copes differently. Everybody lives their own lives differently, and I think this was a great episode to fucking let people understand that it's okay to feel. Like Mental Health Awareness Month. It's good. It's good to talk. We've
Absolutely.
actually never. Me and Bryce have had somewhat of this talk before, but like
Yeah.
not this deep. Yet I've never heard about your story.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
all
I've never heard about your story.
they're all at different levels of capacity,
Yeah.
but they all have somewhat of the same underlying feelings.
Agreed.
Like you're just like, damn, God. Whether you believe in God, whether you don't, somebody's just kicking me in the fucking nuts.
Exactly.
It's like, bro, just stay the fuck
Yeah.
down, and you got to figure out a way to keep
Yeah.
getting back up.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But it's
Yeah.
not fair, man.
It isn't. Life isn't
Really
fair.
never
It's
fair.
fucking. It can be real fucking dark sometimes,
Exactly.
and it's the biggest thing. Like we literally just talked about it. Like it keeps going. That's the thing. Like if you experience loss, like I lost my freaking grandma when I was like a senior and shit like that, and my grandfather when I was 7, like was there for all that shit. Like the thing that's like so fucked up is like life keeps going. Like every day, like it keeps going. It just keeps going, and like like at times, like how I felt was like I just want to hold on to like those memories, and like I'd never want to forget that. I don't want to forget like being in those moments with that person, and like it's crazy as time goes on. Like it's so fucked up, but like I forget like what my grandma sounded like. I forget what my grandfather sounded
So
like.
I
and
have
that's
dreams,
things
and
that,
all I
like,
could just
crazy,
all I could
bro.
just hear is her voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And
But
you're
it's-
you're shielded from it for like a long time, and then it's just
It all happens,
the
dude. It
veil
all
is-
happens. And again,
the
that's
veil is
why
lifted.
Yeah.
I was taught from like a young age, just from the not getting into like my past and shit like that, but like the people that I care about. Like I have my aunt, I have my grandma, but like that's really I have my cousins, but like again, that's really small family at this point. Like the people that are close to me are close to me.
Yeah.
And again, I don't. If that didn't happen when it happened when I was at school with you guys, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
You can't.
I'm not sure how I would be.
You can't go through it alone. It's simple as that.
Can't.
You really cannot go through it
Can't.
alone.
But it's also hard to
To put
not-
it on.
It's hard to
No,
not
but if
put
I
on
was
someone, but,
if
like,
I was
as-
at home when that happened, like if I was at OCC still
Exactly.
when that happened, and I had to like see my grandma the way she was every night, don't know if I would have.
Exactly.
I don't know where I would have been.
But it's not like you can put it on somebody, but it's really the people you love that are gonna come to you and be like, "Yo, like, let's get through it. Let's fucking
Agreed.
be
That's all
happy
you
right
gotta
now.
do,
Let's
dude.
That's
move."
it, bro. Like that's why like I always tell like you. The same thing goes for you as well too. Like I don't give a fuck what it is. When you have to talk, I don't care what it is. You're never nagging me. It's never
Exactly.
a burden for you to have
I
to
love
put
that.
on me. Like if you need to talk and we have to just talk about
I love
whatever the
talking.
fuck, then we have to. I'm
That's
cool
why
with
we
that.
started
funny,
this.
It's
We
so
love talking.
funny,
Always fine
but
with
it's
that.
so funny you say that though, because I speak for myself and I speak for Bryce as well. I don't think we like talking about our feelings.
Oh,
no,
duh.
absolutely
Oh,
not.
facts.
Yeah, but
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
I don't like talking about nothing that has to
Hell
do with
yeah.
anything, bro. Like, again, I had the same thoughts that you had and I told you that. Until it happens, it's like, bro, it's a
Yeah.
reality check where it's like, I don't think I would have cried when my mom died. And it was like, bro,
Exactly.
it's like, dude, your whole world is gone.
Yeah.
I feel like we do love to talk, but when it's in the moments of like vulnerability, it's like,
You got shield.
no, I
That's what it
can't.
is.
That's the
I can't let
toughest
somebody
ways.
see that. I can't let somebody
That's the
see that.
toughest times, bro. But that's why you got to be around people that you really trust.
Exactly, because they're gonna come to you, be like, "Yo,
Because
you're not in this."
I'm gonna
alone."
be honest, bro. Like
You're
I
not
don't
in
give a
this one.
fuck what y'all say. I know y'all don't want to talk. I'll fucking pull that shit. Not
It's
pull it
hard,
out of you,
dude.
but
I ain't
I'll
gonna lie,
fucking
it's
I'll
hard.
Exactly.
be right there and I'll be like, listen, I'm fucking here. We're talking about
Exactly.
this shit.
We're chilling.
Obviously, I'm not gonna force it, but like, bro, you got to talk. We got to talk about this. And like, that's one thing. I'm very open. I'm a very open book about whatever I'm going through. Of course, there's times I don't want to be vulnerable or like I'm apprehensive. But like that's why I tell you guys, like, if you got to talk to me. Because like if I feel some type of way, I'm gonna let y'all know. If I'm going through some real shit, I know I can.
That's
go
what
to y'all
makes
and
you a
maybe
little
talk
bit
about it.
different, I think, than both of
Oh,
us.
no doubt,
Yeah.
100%.
Because we're not willingly. We're not willingly.
I'm bottling
I'm
that
not
shit
saying
up.
I'm willingly
Yeah.
open to just spill my guts, but
I'm
like I'm
bottling that
willing
shit
to
up.
be like,
Nah, but again, like
It's
I
like
can hold
talking.
in fucking crying until it has to come
Yeah,
out. Like,
absolutely.
yeah, I'm the one like
I've been cried
I'm letting it out. I'm letting it out.
Nah,
6
you-
years.
I ain't holding that shit in. I'm letting that shit out for sure. So like,
Nah, it was actually great that you said this, and I think again, mental health awareness month and this and that. Again, I don't think girls fucking talk or they do whatever they gotta do.
Good for them,
They
man.
they
Yeah.
cuddle each other.
Good
they-
for them.
girls
whatever.
are different. They're just different.
They're so,
Yeah, but it's
so much
different.
better.
Yeah, but it's just the society.
much better.
It's literally just the society we were just born in.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
like men have got to be strong. They got to
Man,
do
I
this
gotta,
and that.
I gotta put my life on the line.
They got to fucking be providers.
Front lines.
You gotta be
Providing.
strong. Show no emotion.
And
But-
again,
It's a cold
What
world.
it is.
females use that shit against you.
No
That's
doubt.
why.
No doubt.
They do.
That's exactly why men bottle that shit up.
Yep,
They do.
I agree.
Because you get kicked lowest when you're
But
fucking
that's
at
why
the
it's
lowest.
good to have like this type of dynamic, like having like men, talking like about your feelings with other men. Like it's like I feel like no one really
It's not
understands
gay.
it
So
unless.
don't fuck.
Hell no, it's not gay. Of course it's
like,
not.
yo, there ain't nothing fucking
I don't
weird
think there's
about it.
anything more manly than being able to really be vulnerable with another person. Like, really being able to take that, because that's a scary thing to be vulnerable with someone. To really be able to really take that leap and be vulnerable and completely open with someone to the point that you're putting everything out on the table.
No,
That's
definitely-
tough.
it
To
definitely
do,
is.
bro.
It
Especially on the
definitely is.
internet.
On the internet
Oh,
too.
the internet, dude. You don't know how hard. I just
That's
kept them
extra crazy.
kept them tears.
Hell,
in.
bro,
I
I was
fucking
fucking
cried.
mad.
So
He
you-
was there.
he was
teared up
there.
a little bit.
I was
I had
like, fuck.
I had to stop it a little bit because
Ah,
I was gonna
definitely
start
cried.
crying.
No, for
I
sure.
definitely cried. I haven't cried in forever.
But
I
I
had,
think
I had to
it's-
stop it because
it's
me and you were both
important.
about to be
It's important.
sobbing.
It's important for us to talk about, not only for ourselves, but also for people that watch it as well too. That like, look, we joke and everything on this podcast, but we are people. Like, everyone goes through different things. Even if it's someone that's watching this, I can relate. That's a huge thing to be able. You're not in this alone. Like, people
Yeah.
feel different feelings. Maybe it's similar to you. Maybe it's different levels, but it is similar. People go through
Again,
some real
like I
shit.
said, we're the most different species because we feel compassion and have feelings.
Yeah.
Like, we have feelings. Like,
Yeah.
whether you want to deal with those feelings or not, that's up to you. But like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, there's something that's gonna be in your head that you're
Facts.
fucking hurting about or doing this or that about.
And there's nothing worse than the reality of like mental health when it hits. Because like I remember, I think freshman year of Rowan, there was like 7 suicides.
Oh
or
my
something
God,
like
I'm
that.
Yeah,
There-
Fucking off
yeah.
the-
There
yeah.
is nothing worse than somebody you know or somebody you're close with, like thinking about giving up. There's nothing worse than that.
I agree with that.
Nothing worse.
I agree with that.
Because it makes you feel like you're not doing enough.
Damn, Bryce.
No,
Damn, no, that's
That's
fucking.
real.
that was
I mean,
good.
look, that's.
There's
I
nothing
wasn't
worse.
even thinking about
No,
that.
but
too,
that's
'cause
a great.
I
fucking
forgot
point.
about that.
That's
though.
a
There's
great.
nothing
Forgot about
worse.
that.
It's like, yeah, I agree.
feel
And
terrible.
God forbid anything ever happens, and like, if you have that type of guilt, I don't know if you
Exactly.
hold guilt, you can't hold that guilt, bro.
Because I
You
don't care.
can't.
I don't care who you are. Somebody cares about you.
No doubt,
Somebody cares about you.
someone cares
Sure.
about you.
And if you give up, you're giving up on them, man.
yeah,
And it's not right.
I agree.
So
Stop.
man, we good off this
Yeah,
then?
come on.
Yeah, we gotta move on to that.
Hey, look,
Nah,
I mean,
I think we're good right now. I
yeah,
think we all preached we all preached what we had to preach.
yeah.
We did.
Mental health awareness.
Awareness.
I mean, so
No, we gotta end it on that.
Nah,
On the next
no,
one.
I
yeah,
think
no.
that was good.
I just had one thing. I mean,
Yeah.
What?
So like, we kind of talked about it a little bit, you know. I kind of talked about it. Like, I feel like I had to take time to really deal with some certain things and figure out things that kind of work for me. I mean, just in a short little thing. Going through things that you guys have gone through. What's your version of self-care, but also taking care of yourself? What's something that gets you through? What's something that you look forward to, or that you fall back on when you're stressed and just need to kind of just decompress?
I've got an easy one.
What you got?
I've got an easy one. I'd say something I figured out freshman year, which is when I went through what I went through, was just music. Music till this day is like, depending on what music I'm listening to, that's what my mood is. Like I'm so like mood swing off music. So like I also used to have these light bulbs that you could just change color. Boom. I'm the only one in my room because me and Dan. Actually, no. I'm talking about sophomore year, whatever. I'm in my own room. Blue light bulbs. Throwing the blue light bulbs. Just stare at the ceiling. Listening to music in my AirPods. Just sad music. Just fucking burning it all.
Does it have to be sad or can it be like relatable?
It's got to be sad because I'm.
Gotta
Can't be
sad.
relatable.
Okay.
What do you mean relatable?
I actually thought about this last night.
Yeah.
Actually, my 3 favorite albums, 2 of them are really relatable to a certain extent. Not the whole albums, but they're just great albums. They have a couple songs on like are relatable.
Subconsciously listen to relatable music.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
subconsciously.
That's why you like it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why you like it.
Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, yeah, we'll call it relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable music. Boom, we throw
you
in the
have-
blue lights, just staring at the
Do
ceiling.
you have any albums that are just like
I-
off
my-
the top of your head? I already have
My
mine
favorite
'cause I
album
thought about
of
this
all
last
time,
night.
it will tell you the most. It's Khaled's Free Spirit. I could sing every single word from that entire album. But it's like such a
The Cowd we listened to in the car.
yeah.
That's a good one.
But no, you haven't.
I know, no.
It's not a song that you.
No, yeah, no.
you haven't
I
listened
was just
to Free
laughing
Spirit.
because what we realized in the car.
Oh
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That was funny that you caught that.
That was
dude.
funny. I just put that.
That was
Is
funny.
that song on that album?
No, it's not. That's
I'm just curious.
on the 18 album or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It is on 18. Album.
Yeah,
So music. That's your.
because my mood is just so like. That's why I listen to most of the time when we're in the car. I listen to like party music.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to be in
No,
a
you
good
gotta
mood.
you set in the mood. That's what it is. Yeah, I get that.
That literally puts me in a good mood.
Yeah.
I'm driving to work listening to party music in a fucking incredible mood.
Oh God! On the work, I listen to. Well, since I work in sales, straight Jay-Z, straight Jay-Z. I'm bumping. You better take these niggas' money. Fuck. But like, it's crazy. I do that. It's crazy. We had a meeting and they were talking about what's your prep in the day. I'm like, I get dressed and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
listen
once
to
I get in that
fucking
car,
Jay-Z.
I'm listening to Jay-Z. I'm listening to some young boy. Like I'm
Young
listening
boy's
to something that's
crazy.
got to get me hyped because I
Oh,
gotta
that's
get in that
funny.
mind.
Young
frame.
boy prepping to sell
Hey,
some cars is crazy.
I don't care, bro, but I come into that parking lot bumping. Anyway,
Alright,
but
who's got a better one?
that's a good one. Music is
No,
definitely
I
one
would
for
definitely
me
say
as well
music.
too.
I would say music and
Yeah.
just being
My
with-
brain's weird.
being around the people I want to be around.
I agree with that.
That's a good one.
Basketball. Like, but again, I'm
Yeah.
playing basketball with the people I want to play basketball with.
Therapeutic.
So like, would you say like staying like mine like staying
Softball,
active?
definitely.
Like I like to be moving. I
I
like
like
to be
to
moving
too,
around.
but again,
like,
like
being a little
even
bit
like
active.
I already told Bryce I don't know if I'm going out tonight. That's just because I don't really want to. I might not want to be around a whole bunch of people I really don't know
I
or
get
care
that.
to
I
be
get that.
around.
I get that.
I don't always like being around random people. Because I could really just.
That's fair.
I wasn't gonna say what I wanted to say, but
That's all right.
I feel like
We
get
get
what
it.
you're- we get what you're putting
just knock
down.
Yeah.
out a whole bunch of
We
people.
get what you're putting down. I understand.
I don't want to be around them. A whole bunch of drunk people that
we
just
get
don't
it.
know how to act.
So yours is music and
That's fair.
being around the people that you want to be around.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I feel like that's mine as well too. And
I figured out last night.
what?
Recovery by Eminem.
Okay.
KOD by J.
Oh
Cole.
my god.
Mine's J. Cole.
This might be
I
the
have J.
worst
Cole.
playlist of all time.
No, that's
KOD's a great
KOD's
fucking
good.
album.
KOD
J. Cole.
that's good.
for
That's
like
good album.
therapeutic.
Listen to me. I'll
You gotta listen to
once
it.
I
this
know
is
what
over-
KOD is.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
promise
yeah,
you,
yeah.
I could.
And
I
once-
know what
You
KOD
gotta
is.
listen
And
to it.
once this is
No,
over, we can play three
he's
songs
right.
right now.
He's right. There's
Recovery, all right.
No, we're playing
Cover-
KOD
is-
after
Okay,
this.
Is that
let's
it? What
move
else you
on.
got?
And
What
then
else?
Metallic Blue. I think that baby
Metallic
came
Blue
out.
is
That
that's
baby
a
came
good
out
one.
and was
You could just do that.
I think
yeah, but there's
16?
same thing with Vent. With Vent, Scars,
Vent's a good one.
Lost Soul, like bro.
Lost Souls. Oh my goodness.
Trademark US. Trademark on that pussy. Yeah, trademark.
That album was so good.
Oh,
so good.
Nah, I thought about that last night though when I left there. I was like, my 3 top albums are those albums: Recovery, KOD.
Oh, albums. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my, yeah,
albums
because
are
it's
good.
fucking melodic blue, not metallic blue.
I didn't fucking know. I'm fucking. English was not my
That's fair.
subject. English
fair.
was not my subject.
People love KOD, bro.
I
I,
gotta-
don't know why.
go.
I'll show you why.
I
after
know.
when this is
So
gone.
many better J. Cole albums. All right, you gotta go though.
All right.
We're fucking
All
you
right.
up.
I just let me
Yeah, you gotta
wrap-
go, bro.
You want to wrap it up?
No, I'm gonna
He
talk
needs to
about
go.
my
He needs to
self-care,
talk about his.
bro.
He didn't
Right.
answer.
Damn, mine's still music and being around the people I want to be around. I also,
He said.
You just took both of ours.
He said Jay-Z.
I'm not done.
NBA YoungBoy.
Oh,
but
yeah, he
like,
did.
all right,
He
that's
did,
not
he
my
did.
form of self-care. NBA YoungBoy.
All right, imagine.
That'd
That's
be
probably
crazy.
Sibs.
That's
probably
Sibs.
Sibs.
1,000%
Sibs
Sibs.
probably
It was
untouchable.
Rowdy
This is
Rebel.
crazy. Mine's so definitely music and
Oh,
being
it's
around
definitely
people
a
I wanna
girl.
Be around. Being around my family, absolutely not.
This is like Alicia Keys or something.
No. All right, can you let me finish?
All right,
Damn.
you gotta get your shit off.
Also, doing things by myself, bro. I love going for walks.
Oh yeah.
I love going on hikes and shit like that, and I love thrifting. That's another form of therapy.
Oh,
for
yeah,
me.
That's a
But
good
I
one.
put in music, bro. No one's talking to me. I got my music on.
You're just
I
in
could
your
go
own
through-
world.
Oh, in my own world. Love that. Also want to talk about albums. Born Sinner is 100% is the one that like I listen to and like going through
Yeah.
whatever that.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is another one that I listen to all the fucking time as well too. I can listen to that shit all the way through.
Lauryn Hill's a
But
terrible person.
that's-
I was
What?
wondering.
She's
What?
terrible.
A terrible person.
Oh yeah, no, she's great music.
Incredible
Wait,
music.
She died by a drug overdose, no?
No,
She's
Lauryn
alive.
Hill is alive.
She's
Oh.
alive.
She just does not like to do music.
It was
So-
Whitney Houston.
But
Oh.
so I'll let you go, and then I would like to wrap up as well too, if you wanna.
Oh, yeah,
See.
no. I think we had a great episode.
That's a perfect way to
That
cap
was
it
You
off.
got to know how the fuck we talk. We probably talk to each other more tonight than we've ever talked to each other.
True. Gotten realer than we've
Yeah,
ever gotten
and
realer.
to do it on camera is fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
I haven't
And
cried in 6 years, and I just
I
cried.
shoulda went-
Cried
I-
2 times. You went
Cried
twice.
twice.
I should have went harder to make Bryce fucking.
We
stop
could have
him.
got him. We could
Nah,
have
'cause I
got him.
would've
Nah.
cried.
But then
would've-
I would have cried
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
and
I
then
think
it
that's
would've-
the best I would have got.
Yeah. No, I think I could've
Nah,
got you
you would.
more.
Yeah, I definitely.
Maybe.
Could've,
But I
definitely
didn't want to go any farther.
Definitely could have.
But yeah, so now you get to know a little bit about us, And it's not just men out there, girls too. I know girls probably going through some shit though, but you guys probably have a little bit better support system. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls that aren't even friends talk to each
Yeah,
other like
They
that.
So-
spill their guts. In the
Exactly.
bathroom, I know.
Good for y'all.
All of it.
yeah, nah, good for
Good
y'all.
for y'all.
But again, guys definitely should need to talk to each other. I'm tired of seeing all this bullshit on the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
just bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
So
Just be real.
that's
I
all
just-
you.
I agree as well too. I don't know if Bryce wants to say something too to wrap up, but
Them feet
I-
are showing.
yeah, facts. You gotta leave him. We keep him in the shot. I think. I'm sorry, but the biggest thing, look, Mental Health Awareness Month. I know this is coming out in June. No matter guy, girl, whatever, whatever.
Talk
If
about
you're
it.
going through something,
Talk about it.
you reach out, talk to someone. Don't matter if it's a therapist, it could be your closest friend, it could be a random person. I don't care. You need to talk. It's nothing wrong with talking to someone. You're not going through something alone. You're never going through something alone. If you need to talk, talk. And the biggest thing as well too, I know we talked about it, being guys, and you got to be strong, you got to be macho, and you can't show emotion, this, that, and the third. I mean, I like the guy like suicidal rate. I know it's very high. Suicide rate in general is high, but it's very high for males as well too, because males feel as though they go through things and they're not able to express themselves. Us doing this is not only for us to express ourselves, but also be an example for people that men can talk about their feelings.
1000%.
Men can cry.
Nah, for
and it's
sure. And again,
normal
like
to
I
do
s-
that
like
stuff.
I
You
said,
need it.
None of us have ever really talked like this to each other,
Yeah,
and we're doing this on fucking camera.
which is
Yeah.
nuts.
On
Which is
camera.
absolutely nuts, by the way.
Bryce just said he hasn't fucking cried since freshman year of college. I had him tearing up over there.
Yeah,
Not saying that proudly, but
for sure. But biggest thing is take care of yourself, not only physically but mentally. If you need help, go get that help.
It
Whatever
happens.
the
do
case
whatever you
may
gotta
be.
do. You know
Whatever
what I
you
mean?
gotta
stay,
do. Yeah,
stay active. Fucking. I'm against the therapist. Me and Pranav already talked about this.
Talking about-
I
Therapy
agree.
worked for him. I don't think it
Yeah.
would work for me, but
Yeah.
Go be active is the biggest thing. Get those
Yeah.
endorphins going.
Yes.
I'm big on this too. Go touch some
something.
grass. Go
Do
touch
something.
some grass. Go touch some grass.
Do
Walk,
something.
Make
walk
friends.
outside.
make new
some
friends.
grass.
Do whatever you gotta fucking
Whatever
do.
you gotta
And
do.
dark thoughts are more common than you think they are.
100%.
They really are. Everybody's been through 'em.
So,
No matter how deep you've gone, everybody's been at some dark place. And if somebody's come to you like, "Yo, are you doing all right?" Keep them close,
Facts.
because that's a good one.
That's a great
That's
point.
a great
Uh,
point.
really,
That's a great,
ask
that's a
people-
good one.
Ask the people
That's a
in your
good-
life
that's a good
too.
one.
Check on the people
If
that
they
are
check
closest
on
to
you,
in your life.
Keep them close,
Yes.
because
Facts.
that's a good person. That's a person that really cares.
And that being said, I think that was a great way to go out
Great
on
ending.
episode 12.
No doubt.
Just Saying Podcast.
Appreciate all the love.
We'll see y'all
Yes.
next week.
Next week.
Peace.
Peace.